My dream job for the next month would be working on the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Awards. Or rather, directing the promotion films that attempt to woo viewers' votes, because I've got an idea how to segue between two of the contenders for the top award, Lewis Hamilton and Jermain Defoe. Bournemouth striker Defoe isn't fourth favourite to win it due to the miracle of scoring 14 league goals in a David Moyes team, but for the love and devotion he gave to young Bradley Lowery, which helped raise awareness of the 6-year-old's courageous battle against cancer. We'll long remember Bradley's beautiful, beaming face as he clung onto his footballing hero on the pitch as a mascot or in his hospital bed. He was diagnosed with neuroblastoma at 18 months, but the specialist treatment needed wasn't available on the NHS, so an appeal, helped generously by football fans across the land and clubs like Sunderland and Everton, raised the £700,000 needed to send him to America. Money that was never spent, as Bradley's cancer was diagnosed as terminal before he could travel. When Bradley died in July, his parents singled out Defoe for praise, but also thanked the wider footballing family and the amazing NHS staff. If I were editing the BBC film, I'd interview doctors and nurses asking them how much more we could have done for Bradley, and other seriously ill children, if our NHS was properly funded and we didn't need to rely on the generosity of strangers to send some of the sickest ones for private treatment. I then cut to footage of Lewis Hamilton in Mexico, winning his 4th Formula One world title in his Mercedes, which made him second favorite for the Sports Personality of the Year title. I'd weave in images of Lewis in other modes of transport like his £16.5 million red Bombardier jet, before showing a panorama reporter informing us that Hamilton used shell companies in the British Virgin Islands, the Isle of Man and Guernsey to avoid the entire £3.3 meters VAT bill when he imported it from Canada to the UK in 2013. And how he set up another tax haven company to buy a £1.5 million motorhome, which he also appears to have paid no VAT on. I'd point out that Hamilton is contracted to Mercedes via a Guernsey company, has his image rights held in Malta, and for the past 10 years has been a tax exile in Switzerland and Monaco. A move that has allowed him to accrue, on last year's estimates, a £131 million personal fortune, thrusting him into the Forbes top 10 list of the richest sportsmen in the world. And affording him a jet-setting lifestyle he never ceases to showcase on Instagram. Naturally, I'd be obliged to point out that when it comes to the letter of the law in all those dodgy places he sunk his winnings, Hamilton has not acted criminally. And if the man who was born in a Stevenage NHS hospital and educated in a state school feels he owes his country nothing and is happy to be part of an avoidance scam that costs the UK Treasury many billions every year, that's up to him. To round the film off though, I'd cut back to Bradley Lowery and air the emotional words spoken by Defoe when he died. "Goodbye my friend, gonna miss you lots. You will never know what a difference you made to me as a person." Then ask what a difference Hamilton could have made to the lives of sick kids if he'd chosen to live and pay his taxes in the country whose flag he proudly wraps himself in after every victory. Before asking viewers what kind of person truly embodies the notion of a sporting hero,